Yeah, yeah. You have such a vast experience. You've worked across like
Yeah.
all of Google products and Google Workspace. I think you spent some time at Google Shopping as well, and you run tons of growth experiments there too, right?
Yeah, so Google Shopping had an evolution, and it started as also like with the branding. It was like Google Shopping Express, then we became Google Express, then Google Shopping. So that kind of like speaks to the nature of some of the strategies changing along the way too. And in the first, when I joined the team, it was a free delivery service, same day free delivery service in certain geographies, much like Instacart or Amazon Prime and then it had partnerships with like Costco, Target, and we actually Google would go pick up the items, pay, and like deliver it to your doorstep. And it was free, and there were no minimum like basket sizes. So it was one of the like most loved products in the geographies. Like we ran the products, highest NPS score than any other like Google product for a while, and so on. So that was amazing, and we were getting a lot of traffic. But of course, then comes the next evolution of the revenue optimization, because people order one toothpaste and then 2 hours later they order a toothbrush and you're making like two trips. So there's no path to profitability if you continue like that. So we introduced the minimum carts and a whole experimentation around whether the minimum cart size should be $35, $50, $100. So all those like decisions need to be based on experimentation there. So once we do that, again, we throttle some of that behavior, and so kind of like discipline a little bit, put a little more discipline around like how we're delivering those orders. Then we're like, okay, should we test with like a free membership? So because like there are some users abandoning the platform just because they don't want to get hit by the minimum cart. So we offered a free membership, and sorry, the paid membership, but then with a free trial period. So in that moment, should the free trial be 14 days, 30 days, more, another round of experiments. And then we realized, hey, actually this trial period, despite the trial periods, like expecting them to pay for those memberships sometimes is a little like too much commitment, because people aren't really sure how many times they're going to order from you, because they could also be Amazon Prime customers or be using different platforms too. So then we decided to abandon the membership. And then we came up with the concept of like coupons, trial coupons. And oh my God, like you can imagine all sorts of like coupon variations. Is it buy one, get one free coupon? Is it like spend this much, gets spend $50, get like $20 off, etc. So all sorts of coupon tests there. So every time we wanted to bring a little more like financial discipline in a path to profitability, like there was a lot of experimentation in the pricing part of the model. And yeah, and then where things landed is this is something I'm really proud of. Like while we were spending like millions of dollars of coupon budgets, then we brought it down to zero without actually getting a huge hit on the traffic and the volume of the orders. And landing that was a huge cross-functional effort. So growth leadership was at the hub of a meeting called Growth Rev. Again, some weeks like we would have like 100 different people like dialing in, from operations, business development, category managers, like product managers, to make sure like if we make like one change in our coupon mechanism, how is it going to impact the orders that our merchant partners like Costco and Target are getting, and like what's the business development team going to say to those partners? And then also, or if you're like making the coupon a little more attractive or a little less attractive, how is our volume predictions in our operations team going to be affected by it too? So every change had to be super like delicately balanced too. So some of these like experimentation discussions like took like weeks or maybe not months, if not months of planning.
Did you then create more of a model where like you track like a historical data and then do predictive modeling to make those decisions, or like what was the KPI you're actually like driving towards in this?
So we were trying to like maintain the traffic and volume growth, like the average basket sizes, as well as the frequency of orders, the order number of frequent orders, and also acquiring like more users at the same time, while we're taking away a huge benefits, which was the coupons. Because at the same time, when you do a lot of like couponing, you realize you're kind of skewed towards a coupon seeker audience. So like you're able to acquire them very easily, but then they're sitting in the platform waiting for their next coupon before they make their next purchase. And I'm like, as a consumer, I'm one of them too. If I'm getting coupons, why put in the organic order where you can actually get your coupon if you wait another couple of weeks? So basically, we were sometimes like cannibalizing the organic business, organic growth opportunity too. So you had to be able to like shrink the coupon budgets very subtly while also trying to create the like the acquisition and the momentum like the on the frequency of orders side. So to your points, yes, we were capturing everything, and it was a lot of conversations. And we also had stakeholders that were coming from like very established like e-commerce businesses too, with like wealth of experience there, and they had tested some of these evolution processes in their companies too. So like there was a lot of the conversation. Sometimes not, although I'm a big fan of experimentation, sometimes there's also a strong gut feel in the room that just doesn't need to be like experimented once again. So sometimes we relied on some of those opinions too, and then took it from there. So basically, what it ended up happening was we shied away from coupons, and we created this like deals concept. So it was more deals that were funded and managed by our merchant partners. And we created all these like merchandising moments to bring the best of their deals. And we created a algorithmic editorial page that's refreshed as they push their deals onto the platform. So that was that actually both that had a lot of like engineering support behind it. So, like all our product managers and engineers helped us to build those like algorithmically dynamic populated pages, editorial pages, merchandising pages. And then on the marketing side, we brought a lot of like excitement around those deal pages and traffic to it. On the product side, like they built the functionality. Our category managers like sourced the right category of products that had to be featured on those moments, whether it's like a Black Friday moment or like 4th of July, like barbecue moments and things like that. So again, we were able to hit the revenue targets without the coupon budget, but like other, we were able to reinvest the money into like driving more traffic than funding the orders.
This is such a great use case. I have encountered multiple occasions where the consumer or the customers are used to expect some sort of incentive. So it's like if you look at the data, like every time there's a bigger incentive or reward, yes, there's more people sign up, more people, like a purchase, like and such.
Yeah.
So if purely looking at the data, it looks like, yeah, we should just do bigger and bigger rewards. But at the same time, it's almost like you're training people to expect those rewards. It's like the Bed Bath and Beyond model. So like that, what you said was very smart. Like it's one, you're shifting the financial burden from the platform side to the merchant side. Very smart. And two is probably more as the like holiday moments. So it's unpredictable and it's merchant specific, so it's like almost like unpredictable reward is a little like a less than just expecting the next coupon.
Exactly. So, I mean, as I was listening to you, I just remember this like one moment that I'll always like smile every time I remember. So, imagine the day after Thanksgiving in the US. The entire Google campus is dark, obviously. Everybody's like celebrating Thanksgiving, and it also overlaps with the code freeze at Google. So, from let's say November till the end of the year, most engineers are out on vacation, PTOs. And so it's pretty dark in the Google office the next day. But 4 a.m. in the morning, there's one building with the lights on with 100 people inside. And it's our war room or control room for our Black Friday sales starting for the next 8 days. And even the local Starbucks opens an hour before their regular time. So we could, because like the Google cafes are closed at that moment too, so we could bring everybody's like favorite matcha latte on the like the to the war room. And so basically we have these like giant dashboards, one on the products we have agreed with our category managers and their merchants partners on what products we want to sell. Next dashboard is all the like the marketing channels we're putting behind like every product and how it's doing, like looking at the traffic and their conversions, like sales ones. We have again like our BD team talking to like our suppliers even in China. Hey, the face roller is really popular, or hey, Dyson vacuum cleaners, like add more to the inventory. So trying to match everything, like the demand and the supply side of things. And we have our product managers. Some are like either immediately fixing some bugs in the reporting side of things or in like the website functionality because like there's a lot of traffic on it, or sometimes just observing and taking notes about how to automate all of this for next year's Black Friday moments, because this was a recurring thing. And then they build more sophistication around these, and not all of us had to get out of bed at 4 a.m. to then peel away from their precious time with family and friends. But this was a glorious moment where we were breaking like sales records. And also you have to make sure that like on the merchant side, they're also running similar Black Friday sales on their own website too, or they're partnering with like other platforms too. Like how do you as Google become the most competitive one, like price wise, or other like features wise, or maybe like it's not just any Dyson vacuum cleaner, but it's that right model you want to feature on, and so on. So getting that specific inventory. There were also a lot of like live conversations going on in the room too. And yeah, and then it was also like one of the most fun moments too, because we were all in our like onesies doing a best onesie competition. And I made sure whoever was in that room was awarded like through like bonuses and things like that at the end of the day. So it was just a good moment. And next year, the same team shows up again with the same excitement.
That's such a great story. I can even like imagine in my head you all like dressing in onesies and drinking matcha latte.